Because perception is everything, if you ask me. It's one of the mental faculties which make you different to the animal kingdom. So let's talk about it in depth, because your perception about the world, about yourself is everything. How do you perceive yourself? What's your opinion of yourself? That's what's going to get you either further away in life or keep you stuck where you are. So it's very important that how do you currently perceive your life? Do you see that life sucks? Because that's who I used to be. I really perceive life is hard. Life is so unfair. And I get you if you are in that spot today. Because you see, that was my perception. So I do understand where you're coming from. My past did not give me good experiences of life. So I perceived that life was hard. Life was not fair. Bad things are happening to me. So I had this victim conscious about myself. And that's when I got introduced to this mental faculty by my mentor, Bob Proctor, from the movie The Secret. Everything started changing in my life. Let me share a little bit more about perception. So for a minute, I want you to look at different results of your life. Like in different areas. Look at your relationships, look at your business, your career, look at your finances, look at your wealth, look at any area you want to see. But focus on the results. If they're not great results, it's not that you desire in life. I want you to start changing your perception about it. Because once you start changing your perception, you start changing those obstacles into opportunities. Where you are seeing the lack, you start seeing the abundance. You start focusing on what's good in life, what is happening good, and you start changing your perspective. As I said, perspective, your point of view is everything in life. If you see that, oh my gosh, my health is so bad. I remember, and I'm going to share this about my story, when I had fibromyalgia. My perception was that, oh, my health is always, something or the other is always wrong with my health. And that's what kept happening. I had 7 surgeries in my life. I had my health, like I said, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. And I was always focused on what was not going well in my life. That was my perspective, right? But when I started moving, actually, this is one part of my life that's not working well in the moment. Why don't I start focusing on other areas of my life where I'm feeling better, right? One is chronic fatigue, but what about the 99 other organs in my body that are working well? What about where I'm actually, the days when I'm feeling good? So I started shifting my perspective. I started seeing things that actually this world is a better place. And as I always say, it's an internal game. Your outside is just a reflection of what's going on the inside. So when you start changing your perspective about life, about yourself, about your health, that actually I'm worthy of a healthy life. I'm worthy of living an abundant life. I do not have to make choices, either this or that. Again, that was me. I can either have this or I can have that. So when I really understood that it's all about my perspective. So let me make better perspectives in life. So what had to shift was me. So I want you to visualize a version of you that has everything that you desire. Whether it is success, whether it is good health, whether it is more career, more finances, whether it is a better position in your career, whether it is more clients in your business. What is it that you want in life? And then I want you to start perceiving that it is actually easy. See, life is what we make out of it, right? You can have anything, like Bob used to say, but you attract what you are. So if you think that life is good, if you think that actually enrolling clients into my program is super easy, right? That's what's going to happen in your life. And that's what happened with me. When I started as a coach, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I learned something from Bob. Figure out what's your limiting belief and start changing it. And that's what I started doing, guys. I started changing my perception about business. I actually assumed it was booming. And that's what started happening with me. Anywhere I would go, I'd be like, in my mind, they're all my clients. And guess what? That's what started happening. Because I was visualizing influx of clients, overflow of clients, more money in my business. That's what started happening. Always remember, things have to happen in your mind first. And then they will happen in your physical reality. So do not worry about what your current reality is telling you. I want you to write it all down. What is it that you want? and then start visualizing it. Start thinking from that end goal. So all your thoughts should match that. All how you feel about yourself. How you feel when your goal is achieved. What type of actions do you take? Start doing that. So for me, it was like thinking like a inner circle coach of Bob Proctor. Feeling like, yes, I am of course awesome. People resonate with what I have to say. And all of that started happening in my life. Why? Because I started thinking like that. I started being like her. I started taking action. I did not just think and manifest. What I started doing master classes. I started showing up as a coach, but not from a place of self-doubt, from a place of belief. And all that happened because I started shifting that perception about myself. I didn't see myself, oh my gosh, for years I was a teacher. For years I had health issues. For years I was a sufferer of abuse in my life. I didn't see myself as that. I saw myself of who I truly was, the spirit, abundant. These were just life experiences. So do not let your past dictate you. Write it all down and let's start becoming that person today. So what is that one limiting belief that you hold about yourself, about your life, about your business? I want you to let go of it. Why? Because it's not true. It is actually not true. It is the human in you that's going through that experience. Remember, I always say the spirit is abundant. The spirit has got everything. So let's focus on the spirit within you. So I want you to let go of the belief, that perception that is holding you back, and focus on one thing that you want to attract in your life. And then in my next video, I'm going to tell you how to become a vibrational match to that. So come back, like and subscribe, and let's see you in the next video, which will all be about how to become a vibrational match to your goals in life.